That's what it is, right? You still doing your cheating stuff, right? No, it's no listening. You know what I mean? I already checked in with the hotel security. I mean, I know which room you in. I'm not trying to cause no waves. I'm not trying to cause no waves. No, keep going. If you gonna go in there,
We're having a good time. We don't have time for this. Go home.
Listen. Like you really hurting me right now.
Go the home. You're gonna make this. How the get up here?
Listen, you really gonna do this? You really gonna compromise what we had, right? You gonna compromise what we had, right? Huh? Listen, after this, no. After this, I'm not following you no more. I'm not worried about this no more. No more Instagram, no more Facebook.
Thank you.
All right.
Because I'm going to here with a real man. Keep caption. Goodbye.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Your one has been cash apping the years.
All right.
Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. This is Brother Ariyah coming at you with another lesson. I'm going to start here, Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. And this is part of the curses here. And of course, the main focus of this scripture right here, okay, is the first part of it. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Okay? This is why this generation here is so adulterous. You know, everyone sleeping with everyone. You know, as you saw in the first video, you got this weak dude, you know, chasing this woman down the hotel hallway there, and she's telling him that she's about to go sleep with somebody else. Now, I don't know if that video is real or not. It could be orchestrated, okay? But if it is real, then that's crazy work right there, all right? And she went in the room and, of course, did what she had to do, if that's what indeed did happen. Okay? But very disrespectful. A lot of these women out here are really feeling themselves, man. A lot of them are really doing too much, but it's a part of the curses at the end of the day. As I just read, you shall get a wife, and another man shall lie with her, man. Okay? And you got in the second video there with Usher, back at his bullshit again, with another woman in the crowd, you know, feeding her cherries and all that. And you saw what she was doing, and she was a so-called church-going woman that was married, okay? And the results of this video here that was taken, her husband divorced her because of it, man, okay? And he had every right to. You know, you seen the lust in her eyes. You seen how she was moving and gyrating a little bit, you know, poking her sweater puppies out, you know, on Usher and all that. Very disrespectful, man. You know, if you a married woman, you don't let another man get you aroused like that. That woman was aroused. She was ready to risk it all right then and there in front of everybody. You seen it in her face and in her actions. And that's the majority of women out here when they are not around their husband. You know how they act with other men. Okay, it's completely out of order. Let's get Amos 7:17, which pretty much says the same thing. Okay, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and the sons of thy sons, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in the polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. Okay, of course, the point being, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. All right, so, you know, we got a lot of women out here that are very promiscuous. Okay, it doesn't matter to them whether they have a husband or not. Okay, this is how they choose to operate out here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay, they don't give a damn about the consequences, and the only consequences are, you know, a husband gets mad and divorces her or whatever. Okay, but a lot of these women love to do things that are pleasing to their flesh, and at the end of the day, they don't care about themselves. I mean, they don't care about, well, they don't care about themselves, of course, but they don't care about their husbands either. Okay, and once again, I'm gonna say, you know, a man will risk his happiness for his family, and a woman will risk her family for her happiness. Okay, and that's just what it is. I'm gonna read this here. Sirach 26, and I'll start at 7. And that's a deep quote because it's true. 26 and 7. And I'll read until 12, 13, around there. It says, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and he that have hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad cause of great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. Okay, an impudent eye, okay, is a look or gaze that is rude or disrespectful and brazenly bold, often conveying a sense of defiance or lack of respect. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to be with your daughter, man. Okay, and a lot of people may not agree with it, but it's scriptural. And I'm going to get into why real quick through the scriptures. Okay, and it says, okay, because if you're not doing these things, this will be the end result. Okay, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. Okay, now you already know what that means. She's gonna, you already know what that means. You know, she's, I ain't gotta describe it for you, okay? You know what the water is, okay? You know what the fountain, you know where the water's coming from. Now, I ain't gotta spell it out for you. And open her quiver, you know what that is, against every arrow, and you know what that arrow represents, okay? So yeah, if you're not hard on your daughter, then, you know, eventually, you know, she could, end up like this here, okay? Every man that comes near her, and shows her some type of, shows some type of liking towards her, some attention, Okay, this potentially could go down here, man. All right. Now the scriptures say in Ecclesiasticus, the 7th chapter. I'm gonna go there. 7:24 and 25. Right. It says, "Has thou daughters? Have a care of their body." Okay. And make sure that she's not out there doing what I just read in Sirach 26, when she's out there, opening her quiver to every arrow. Okay. It says, "Has thou daughters? Have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful towards them." Okay? Not a whole bunch of, smiling and laughing and joking around. Okay? Why? Because she's not going to take you seriously. And when she gets older, she's not going to respect you. Okay? And it says, "Has marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding." Okay, and that's the problem out here. A lot of, there are arranged marriages. Okay, the father is supposed to pretty much select a man that is to take his daughter. Okay, and if he is a man of wisdom, he will select a man of wisdom to, protect and cover and guide his daughter. Okay, let's get Sirach 21 real quick, because this pretty much represents the man that he should have, and the characteristics that we should have. I know I have them, because I don't smile that much at all. I never really have. 21 and 20 here. It says, "A fool lift up his voice with laughter, but a wise man doth scarce smile a little." Okay? So yeah, when you have a daughter, you're not supposed to be, joking around with her, playing around with her all the time and all that. You gotta be a little hard, man. Just like the men of old were very hard on their children, you gotta be hard on your sons, but usually you will be harder on your daughter. Okay, because the daughter can bring shame to the family. Okay, by going out there acting like these women act out here today. All right, just careless with their bodies, showing their bodies off to everyone. Quick to commit adultery. They're very adulterous. Okay, and the men too. Men sleep on other men's wives and all that. It's just everything is out of order, man. Everything is out of order. Let's get Corinthians 7, 1 Corinthians 7 and 8. All right. And it says, and I'll read down to 11. It says, "I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry." Okay? Let them have sex. For it is better to marry than to burn, than to just sit there and be horny. "And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord, let not thy wife depart from her husband. And if she depart, let her remain unmarried." Meaning, if the woman departs, she is not to have sex with anyone else, or be reconciled to her husband. Okay, to reconnect with her husband. "And let not the husband put away his wife." Okay, so yeah, you may get in a rift with your husband and all that, but ultimately you're supposed to return unto him. Okay, that does not give you a free pass to go out there and start sleeping with other men. Okay, these other women out here believe that. They believe that it's okay, that if they leave their husband, it's okay for them to go out there and sleep with another man, not knowing that they're committing adultery, salakia, and they're angering the Lord, man. And that's why a lot of these women out here are going to be judged by the Lord, man, because of the ways of their goings, if you will. Okay? Out here, being harlots, man. Okay? Let's get 1 Timothy 5 and 5. 1 Timothy 5 and 5. And I'll read 5 and 6. It says, "Now that Now she that is a widow indeed and desolate trusteth in the Lord, and continueth in supplications and prayers night and day. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Okay, and both of these women that you see in these videos, okay, are living in pleasure. They live for pleasure. Okay, that's all they want is things that are to do things that are pleasing to their flesh. Okay, and we're seeing more and more of that out here in Babylon the Great, because they push this sex narrative in everything. Okay, sex is the main focus for everything now. All right, if you're looking and you're noticing, in different facets of life, they're all based on sexual things, sexual innuendos. Okay, and it's really poisoning the mind of a lot of these women out here. Let me get Jeremiah 3:1. And I'll go into this a lot. Okay, it says, they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? The answer is no. Shall not that land be greatly polluted? Why? Because she slept with another man. Okay? So if a woman, is telling you, look, I'm sleeping with somebody else, you let her ass go. You don't chase her. This dude is chasing her, telling her, oh, you hurt me. Have some sense of pride, man. Okay? Not wicked pride, but some righteous pride in yourself. And let that woman go. Let her continue going, do what she do. Don't be chasing these women out here, man. All right? These women are wicked out here. Okay? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord. Okay? And this is why the Lord is allowing a lot of women to sleep with other men when they are married, because that's what we did. We turned our backs on the Lord and started praising these false gods. Okay? The Lord is a jealous God, so that's why he put it in Deuteronomy 28 and 30, the 30th verse, and said, you shall betroth a wife, but another man shall lie with her. Okay, we played the harlot, and now he is turning our women into harlots, so we could feel what he felt, man, at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. It's all a learning curve at the end of the day. Even though it angers us to see these things, okay, these are things that we need to learn from. All right? So, yeah, I just want to do a quick lesson on that. All right? And the Lord is going to get Usher, man. He a closet Mo anyway. Okay? He used to wrestle with P. Diddy over the cornflakes in the morning. All right? If you know, you know. But, yeah, the Lord going to get his wicked ass, man. Because he did the same thing with Keke Palmer. Almost broke up that family over what? But Keke Palmer, I mean, the dude should have left her anyway. These women are wicked, man. These women are wicked. Okay, and they'll give themselves to the first guy that they're attracted to, regardless of who they're with. It doesn't matter, because they only want to do things that are pleasing to their flesh. That's what's most important to them. Okay, so you sisters out there, stay in the spirit, man. Do things that are pleasing to your spirit, not to your flesh. Shalom.